Hello! Today we're gonna learn how to make our own chocolate chip cookies. So the ingredients you need are salt, flour, baking soda, chocolate chips, butter, brown sugar, white sugar, and then a bag of Oreos to make yourself feel better if your cookies don't turn out right. Okay, so first I take this flour. No, I need a full cup of it. This is so hard with one hand. Okay, this is close enough. Oh, I dropped some. Well, anyways, you put the flour into a bowl. And then you do it again. I'm getting good at this part. Okay, now just half a cup more. That's probably right. Then we need a teaspoon of baking soda. Make sure to get some of it on the counter just before you put it in the bowl. That's a pro strat. Okay, one more teaspoon of this and we'll be good. So at this point you'll realize that this yellow spoon thingy actually says half on it, meaning you only put in half of what you wanted to. So, more baking soda! Oh, something fell off the spoon. Where is it? Oh, there it is! Hello, little guy. You can stay there if you want. Next up, we just need 1.5 teaspoons of salt. And what you want to do for this part is making sure you're aiming the camera at the empty part of the counter for a really long time. This builds tension and drama and is in no way the result of me not looking at the camera while I was scooping salt. Okay, now that we have various powders in the bowl, let's mix them together. This doesn't really look like cookies yet, but I'm sure we're getting there. Next, what you want to do is just have a good sit while you think about how much work you have left. And at this point, you can dwell on things like, what did I do? Why did I think I could bake? And then you realize that you're already so tired, but you're only a third of the way done. You're in too deep now, though. You have to keep going. Someone, anyone, please, just send me cookies. I don't want to do this anymore! Okay, so let's take our 2 sticks of butter, which we heated slightly in the microwave, and then put them in a mixing bowl. Now, if you've done everything right up until this point, a mom will come to see what you've been doing and tell you not to put a measuring cup into a bag of brown sugar until it's been fully opened. She'll also take over filming so that you can use both hands. Unfortunately, you won't realize that she doesn't know how your phone works, so please enjoy this JPEG she accidentally took of me mixing the batter. So, at this point, Mom will ask you if it's filming, and you'll realize that it hasn't been. After a quick explanation about pressing the red circle button to start recording, everything is back on track. Next, our cookies need 2 eggs so that they can grow big and strong. And then we put the eggs into the bowl with the rest of our batter. Mixing time! Oh, little guy, you've fallen over. Come on, you can do it! Yay! Oh. Anywho, the next step is to start mixing the batter with the powders from earlier. So fun fact while I'm doing this. When Mom came in and looked at what I was doing, she told me that the spoon I thought measured teaspoons actually measured tablespoons. So, this is going to be really salty and baking powdery. Hopefully that'll be fine. Everything's sticking to the mixing thingy. Get off! Now for the best part. The chocolate chips! And then we just have to mix the chocolate chips in with the rest of the cookies. Wow, this is really exhausting. Or at least that's what I would say if I wasn't a super buff boy. Now we're finally at the part of making cookies where they become cookies. First you have to wash your hands, but keep them a little damp because it'll make it easier to mold the batter. One key trick when making cookies is to make each cookie as big as possible. The bigger the cookie, the tastier it is. That's just science. Now at this point, your mom might tell you that if you're going to make the cookies this big, then you need to move them further apart so that they don't merge into one big blob when they cook. Personally, I think that sounds cool, but sure, I'll spread them out more. Okay, now I have 6 cookies in the tray, and still a lot of unused batter. Well, more cookies for later! Time for the cookies to go in the oven. Set the oven to 375 degrees, and then put them in for 5 to 7 minutes. While you cook, you might want to just take a minute and appreciate how much cleaning you have to do. Oh boy. Oh hey, you're still there. Are you having a good time on the floor? Okay, now your cookies are done. Now, if you're making these right, your mom's shadow should be easily visible as she films the finished cookies. That's vital. Well, I cleaned everything. Oh, right, the counter. Okay, so the key here is to just kind of move around all the dirt until your mom vetoes what you're doing and stops filming so that she can show you how to properly wash the counter. Now for the best part! The taste test. Okay, so it turned out the cookies weren't finished cooking yet. So I put the last 5 cookies back in the oven for another few minutes. So even those didn't taste fully cooked. So for the final batch, I just left them in until they turned super golden. Like Super Saiyan levels of golden. And that's how you make cookies. They're, well, they look like cookies. Their taste ended up making me sad, and I drowned my sorrow by eating Oreos instead. Thank you for coming to my cooking video. I hope you like it.
6 out of 10. Needs more pending crying.